Hi, Hook and Blow.
Hi.
How's it going?
Well,
I hear you won the BC, Geezer.
oh, is that official?
I don't know if it's official at this point.
I don't think we've announced. It's kind of a formality, but I don't think we've announced the award yet. So be careful about that.
Never mind then.
I don't think it's hit Twitter yet.
How'd you guys do this year? Where'd you guys finish?
We did really well.
You got any money in your pocket?
I do.
I do too.
We finished third. I think we had a really good season, very successful. Last year was a bummer, so coming back this year and being in the playoffs was good.
Did you get beat right away in the playoffs?
No, we had a first round bye.
So kind of.
No. We finished third.
Okay.
Not where we wanted to be, but
That's respectable.
yeah.
Yeah.
Not where we want to
I
be.
mean, it's not one, but it's all right.
Who won? I can't remember.
I believe the check is being written out to White Over as we speak. All right.
I already asked Gary if it was all going to diapers, and he said no. He said something about hookers and blow.
Hookers are in blow.
Not to butt, I have a
Weird. I don't know if that
question.
means he's giving the money to us or something else.
Right? It's confusing. It's confusing.
Gary Lingen at the butt has a question. How do you feel about the new system we implemented with regard to playoff seedings? And part B, how do you feel about the Skittles sponsorship after all of your decisions with regard to that?
You want me to go?
Go ahead. I will say the new process or whatnot didn't really matter in this situation with Gary from Nut to Butt. We would have played you and we would have lost in that semifinal. So the fact that people want to point to the fact that we could have chosen K-Ride Jelly and maybe made it to the championship and won it all, it's all in hindsight.
Well, the consensus is we did pick the weaker team. So, in that sense, it was.
Bullshit.
It was. Sorry, what?
What?
Is that from the press?
What? You said that?
We picked the weaker team. We got lucky and beat a good team to win the third place trophy. Which we're excited about. It's a tough league. We all know that. So finishing third in this group takes a lot.
But it's disappointing yet the same.
Yeah, we did all right. Good enough.
So a follow-up. So you would have done things differently looking back?
Yeah, if we could have known the score of the games ahead of time, Gary, we would have probably chose differently.
Okay. Fair enough.
Because we're brilliant fantasy football minds that way. We would look at the scores and make decisions based on that.
So the hatred coming from part of your team is well documented, and there's a lot of hatred coming towards the commish. Did that affect your judgment in picking your playoff team, and did that cost you the Donald? Yes or no? One question: yes or no?
Was it one question?
I don't know. It's kind of a leading question.
It was to you.
Well, I would say we didn't want to play Gary.
Yes or no?
And looking at the Bunnies week 16 matchups, we thought they had, or at least I thought they had, stronger matchup plays in week 16. So they looked relatively weak. Of course, we didn't know Arizona wasn't going to play any defense. And it didn't work out for us.
In hindsight, we can't question that. It was the right call. I think we were comfortable with that call.
You know, Ben Roethlisberger and Antonio Brown could have gone off in week 15 and we'd be in the same place we're in right now. So, suck it.
Amen.
So
We got lucky there.
I'm gonna pile on
Follow
that
up.
question. Follow up.
Pile on is probably
Whose
the
decision?
right phrase.
Whose decision was it to pick the Dead Rabbits in the first round and second round?
I'll take the blame. It's all my fault.
Ultimately, it was Brian's, but I will say, I said it was a coin. It was a coin
Brian
flip between you
Keyser
and
cost
K-Ride Jelly.
Hook and Blow a Donald championship.
No.
Answer the question.
No.
Brian Keyser cost Hook and Blow a championship.
No,
He had his question.
I thought it was a 50-50 shot either way playing those teams. So it was. I was fine with it. Obviously, I agreed to it. We did it. We went forward. And I think you would agree, questioner, that it makes for some pretty good drama too. I think we play fantasy football to have a good time and have some fun. And what better way to have a good time than to face the Dead Rabbits in that round, right? You said it yourself, right? Are you not entertained? I think people are pretty entertained by that.
My question over here, the old guy with the gray hair. Okay, yeah.
The answer is no. He did not cause this.
There's another question.
Slim Grady with the Irish United team.
Who's that?
Who's that?
Irish
Slim
United?
Grady, Irish United.
Oh, they're the bottom feeders this year. That's okay.
I'm aware of an Irish Untied, but if there's an Irish United team,
With
I'll
the
have to take your word for it.
exit of Don the Jew this year from the league, who traditionally had been the protagonist for the commissioners, did you guys feel a need to fill that vacuum by taking on the role of being the bad guys in the league, the
Yes.
Oakland Raiders of the league?
Yeah, we felt that there was a need, there was a vacuum that needed to be filled.
Did that?
Pretty easy when Tony's such a dick, though, too. So.
So do you feel the team winning the BC award this year after attacking K-Ride Jelly's mother as being a cock blocker? And
In Brian's defense, I mean, I think the
and
evidence
various other
She's a great cock.
controversial moves during the season. Was that intentional, or was that
She's a
part
great
of,
cock blocker.
was
let
that
me
part
tell
of
you.
the Skittles marketing campaign?
As I mentioned in a post back to you on the message board, Skittles, they're like any other company that want to promote themselves. We got a lot of PR out of that. A lot of folks are talking about Skittles this year that otherwise might not have. Obviously because it's Skittles.
It's awesome. Great candy.
Why would people be talking about it?
Any other questions for Hook and Blow?
No, not Matt. No.
Matt Hill, owner of Fellatio.
And Matter Raiders.
So,
Which I would say, we were able to name your team this year too, which was another huge victory for us.
Skittles like that, too.
well, you provided input to me changing my name.
Right. Which
You didn't earn that right.
Well, you
for the record.
chose it, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So that's pretty much an affirmative.
I
I mean,
think
how else was your name Fellatio?
there's some creative juices flowing here with Hook and Blow, which you might want to look in the mirror and come up with a new team name just for next year. Just throw that out there.
We could do a little wager if you want to do that on betting a team name.
Sure.
You down for
So,
that?
to my question, the 2012 Patriots finished 16-0 and then shit the bed in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Much like Hook
We're
and
like
Blow
Randy Moss.
in 2016.
Yep.
So my question is, after the luck that you had this year with injuries and draft, where do you go from here for next year?
I got this.
1 minute to respond.
A, it wasn't luck, and B, we were deep. And where do we go? We have a keeper coming up next year, the Saints' #1 wide receiver, and we're looking forward to the
Did
future.
you just say the Saints' #1 wide receiver?
Yes, Mr. Michael Thomas.
Are
After
you talking about Brandon Cooks?
Cooks will not be there next
What do
year
you think
because he's a
about
whiny
Brandon
bitch.
Cooks?
And and so we're looking forward to next year. I think we will have a solid team as we draft well each year. And this year we were so deep, we had the issue of picking which good player to leave on our bench. And as you can see in several games, we left guys with over 30 points on our bench.
I can say definitively, I'm looking as forward to next year as much as I was to this year.
Amen.
That's a lot.
Do you have a question,
No,
Commish?
you just want to
This is a frightening. Anybody else?
1 minute.
Hold on.
30 seconds.
You got 30 seconds. Sit there.
Really?
What do you guys think about the election?
I don't.
All right, you guys are done.
It's a personal
Thank you.
choice.
All right, Hook and
Great
Blow.
job.
All right.
Great job.